This video will describe the career plan for a participant. From the customer's profile, you'll go to the career plan. It's the tab across the top next to the progress page. On the overview page of the career plan, you can scroll down and see the activities that are associated with your customer. If they are enrolled in a particular program, you will see the next steps associated if you click on the Show Next Steps. You can access the step or service by clicking here, or you can go up to the top and complete the entire process. If you want to do a review of an assessment, you can go through each of these items and it helps you see what was on the youth's application, what they answered. You can pick some career goal choices here, their education level, what was entered on the application, if they had any employment, what they marked as potential barriers to employment. If they have a disability, there is an estimator here, and our other assessments and evaluations will go over in another video. If you want to set goals for the youth other than the pre-populated goals, you can do that here. You can add a goal statement. You can select a category to which it's associated. You can pick whether it is short-term or long-term, and you can pick if it's started or not. My suggestion is to leave it as not started. Then the next step would be to add additional steps or services. Remember that any steps that you add that are not part of the pre-populated steps may not count toward your performance. So you want to be careful in adding the steps. When you add a step or service, you can click the blue button and you can add an item. Now, if the item is already in and has been completed, you can add another one in the event that the participant needs to complete again or change pathways if it's related to an employment goal or a training goal. When you have the services available, they can be edited by clicking a pencil right here. And then you would select a goal if it's not already selected. You would start the item. You would put in a planned start date, a planned due date, and how many hours a week they are going to be working on this. Add any other notes, and you can update the customer service, but before you do that, you want to make sure that on the service provider, your organization has been selected so that you can use the group attendance tool that is available. Update the customer service. It will ask you for a case note. You want to fill in the subject and the message. You can save it as a case note without sending a message or an email, or you can send it as a message and an email. If you want to add a dollar value for the service, you can do that here. You can add the service cost. What kind of service was it? When did this payment start? How many times will you offer it? And was it paid by the grant or leveraged resource or a referred provider? Does the cost associate with subsidized days? So if it's a stipend payment, it might count towards subsidized days. Save this, and it will be listed here. You can edit it and add more payments if you need to. We also have attendance available. So if you are tracking attendance for a participant, you can do the attendance from here, or you can find it from your partner page, tools listed, and we'll show you that. When you're logged in, you would click on your My Dashboard drop-down, and you would see the attendance right down here, and you can track attendance for a group of participants by activity. When you select your provider, you would select an activity from the drop-down list. You would pick the date, and then you could mark check in and check out by participant. If you are doing it from the customer's profile, you can click on the week of the activity, and when it opens you can mark the time that they checked in, a lunch start time, a lunch end time, or a check out. Remember that if they work a certain number of hours per day, they are entitled to a break. We do have an auto check in here for that to help you remember to track those breaks. You can do this on a daily basis. The participant can also check in by activity in the same place where you would do the group activity. And then at the end of the week, you would submit and verify attendance. So for this particular item, I was giving them some child care payment. I would say that they came in, they completed their activities, and I can submit and verify attendance for this particular activity, and it says that it's verified. This will help you track attendance for workshops. It will help you track attendance for other items, such as giving out bus passes or other support services. The last item on a activity is the earned credential. If they happen to earn a credential for that particular activity, you can add the credential manually by typing in the name of the credential. What is the source? Did they show you a document? What date did they obtain it? What's the credential type? Did they get a certificate, a certification, which is different? Did they get a digital badge or a diploma? Where is the institution? And if you want to add a short description, you can do that as well. Save the information if you enter it. Once you are done with all of the items, you can return to the career plan. It will take you back to the overview page, and then if you scroll down, you can see the status was started for this particular activity, and you can show the next steps and see what was started and opened by activity. That is all we're going to talk about today in our overview of the career plan. Thanks for watching.